It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-around. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets as they'll be playing against the Denver Nuggets. Well, for Denver, they put in a whole lot of hard work and preparation in the offseason. We saw them already in the preseason, and now all those adjustments get put to the test for a game that's going to count, and they're hoping to start out 1-0. And here we are, opening night of the new NBA season. Every club at this point can be optimistic. Some teams just looking to make the playoffs, others with much higher aspirations, Kenny.
Yeah, well, some people would say that you can start with a clean slate. But then certain people are saying we're building off of last year. So this is a continuation. But whatever happened last year to some of those teams who didn't reach their goals, they just can wash it out and start. But there are certain teams saying, yes, we are who we were last year, and watch who we are this year.
You want to come out the gate strong. Ernie, I think we're in for an exciting year. And it was a pleasure seeing you in San Tropez on our vacation.
Yes.
That's a nice aqua machine you got.
It was very surprisling to see you there, big fella, too.
I was
not memorable.
invited.
How'd you like my bathing suit, honey?
Well, let's get it to Kevin Harlan.
From Houston, where the crowd is on their feet. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. A battle in the Western Conference. This Houston crowd hoping to watch their Rockets come out on top. Tip-off goes to Denver. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Oladipo is out there with Boss. Then there's Kenneth Faried. Then it's the bodyguard. Here's Faried. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Good way to start the game there. I mean, that's a nice inside bucket.
You're right, Clark. That's exactly what you would want to establish that presence down low early in the game.
Splitter sets a screen. Watson the pass to Love. Follow against Oladipo. Aflalo, that's good.
Well, that was just a terrific shot by Aaron Aflalo. He's making it happen.
Houston on D. Here's Murray. Faried outside. There's the pick. It's rebounded by Houston. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin, and Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team, and I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. Now here's Love. Aaron Aflalo missing his last shot. Count the bucket. Love's got his first basket of the night.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Takes it from 10. Nice touch on the bank shot.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
Now here's Lawson. There's a good screen. Love kicks to Aflalo. Splitter sets a screen. Wallace with it. Now guarded by Faried. Just 4 to shoot. Boss, no good.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosch had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
Murray drops in the tray.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Lawson with it. It's a pick by Love. Kicks it to Aflalo. No good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Jokic, and the call will be against Ty Lawson. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Follow against Oladipo. Here's Murray. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Lawson outside. He dishes it to Love. 6 on the shot clock. Elbow shot is on the way. Misses off the right iron. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Screen by Fareed. Murray dishes to Fareed. Puts it up from 12, and that's good for 2.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Love with the screen for Lawson. The dish to Love. And a follow wide open. He shoots. Another miss by Houston. The Nuggets leading by 3. The Nuggets missed the postseason again last year. Never really had a good look at it and just fell in back of the pack.
And it's the second straight year of not playing playoff basketball in Denver. This coming on the heels of 10 straight bursts between 04 and 13.
Here is Lawson after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Love goes in. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Nuggets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Jokic. Oladipo with a screen on Love. Oladipo outside. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And that one's good.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Now here's Lawson looking for his first basket still in this one. They set the pick. Splitter kicks to Love. Got a piece of it. Now Murray passes it to Jokic. Fareed dishes to Oladipo. Screen by Fareed. And Oladipo kicks to Fareed. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
No good from Lawson.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Here's Murray. Here's Jokic. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
One shot.
Look, league business clearly doing well. Franchises, values are skyrocketing, and a new TV deal kicking in next season as well. It represents the largest expansion of league revenues in history.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. And the NBA's TV deal paying about 3 times as much per year as the previous deal.
And it's changing the math as far as the salary cap and contract negotiations go. For the fans out there, don't get sticker shock. The players expect to share in these revenues.
Now here's Lawson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Love inside. Fareed defending. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Guys, just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing, Clark, it might be the rebounding.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism. But a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
And he can't get the first one.
And guys, you look at what makes Love such a prolific rebounder. Great anticipation. I mean, he has the broad shoulders to create space in the paint, the strong anchor to hold his position. It's no wonder he's been a dominating force on the glass at every level since high school.
And he sinks the second.
You know, regarding Kevin Love, he had a number of difficult transitions to make last season. Most of all, perhaps, to a game after averaging 3 or more a game every other season.
And so here is Houston, following the miss by Kenneth Fareed. Here's Splitter, plays it up and banks it in. Splitter's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's the screen. Shoots off the screen. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Murray's got 5 now.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing, surrendering too many easy baskets.
Now, here is Lawson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's blocked. Oladipo against Lawson. Here's Jokic. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
A perfect 4 for 4 for him to start this game out.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's got a nice bounce in his step to start.
Now here's Lawson. Splitter sets a screen. Lawson outside. Follow against Oladipo. A stupendous finish in traffic. Afflalo's got his 2nd bucket. The Nuggets now on offense. They're on a 19-7 run. Murray the pass to Jokic. Here's the bodyguard. Tries it from 9. And the pass to Jokic. Second shot opportunity. The shot's good from Fareed. Fareed's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these 2 teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Terrence Jones is checked in for Splitter. Brewer comes in for Boss. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Aaron Afflalo. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Ty Lawson. Rockets trail by 12. And here's Beverley. Love outside. Feeds it to Thornton. And it's sent back by Plumlee.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
The drive by Gordon. And for Aaron Gordon, so much fanfare entering the 2014 draft, selected 4th overall, which was actually a couple of slots higher, I think, Greg, than many experts thought.
I agree. And, you know, a lot of people obviously liked him, but Orlando clearly loved him and had very high hopes for this young man. And, of course, the injured foot, only 11 games a season ago and never really got back on track.
First free throw is good. Splitter is checked in for the Rockets. He doesn't get the second one. Rockets trail by 13. Jones dishes to Thornton. And he's good on the 3-ball. Thornton's got his first 3 points of the game.
And, you know, getting back to Aaron Gordon, his defense is really what had scouts most excited. He has the rare combination of strength, lateral quickness, and ups to defend multiple positions.
Now here's Plumlee. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Plumlee with a screen on Beverly. That's tipped. Stolen by Beverly. And there's the call on Boss. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Denver. Hickson against Splitter. He feeds it to Beverly. Clock at 6. From about 19 feet. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And talking about Aaron Gordon, everyone knew coming in that he was kind of unrefined. You're betting on his upside and hoping that he develops a consistent shot. And boy, if he does, you're talking about a guy who could become a perennial all-star.
Now here's Moutier. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Now here's Gordon, following the miss by Emmanuel Moutier. The shot by Chandler, wide open. Off target with his 3.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play.
Now Brewer. Wilson Chandler missing from long range. Good.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Now here's Moutier. He's covered closely. No dice from 9 feet out.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And a wide open look for Thornton. And another 3 for Houston.
That's 2 straight quick 3-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And it's Hickson in the corner. Clark down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Now here's Beverly. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Screen by Jones. And Beverly kicks to Jones. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First trip to the line for him here.
And you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low, teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him.
And so Jones nails both of them. Moutier. Shot is no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nuggets lead by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And now let's hear from Ty Lawson talking about the balanced attack of this Denver Nugget team. Well, that was the game plan a couple years ago when Denver was good enough to make the playoffs and Ty Lawson was at the control.
You know, but not enough firepower to be able to sustain with the elite teams, say like the Warriors or the Rockets. Ty Lawson, a solid, dependable player in our league, but this is still a league where you need your superstars to win rings.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
That's who they are. They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting into that paint.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Wilson Chandler out there with the bodyguard. Then it's Moutier. Then there's Victor Oladipo. The first one falls.
You know, when I think of Wilson Chandler, what comes to mind is supreme athleticism. He can throw it down with the best of them, and yet he's still working on the other areas of his game to be more well-rounded.
Bossie's checked in for Moutier. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. You know, back to Wilson Chandler, he's somewhat of a wild card. One of the few guys to go overseas. Remember, Greg, during that NBA lockout in 2011, he signed to play for China and didn't negotiate an out clause when he signed.
Yeah, and truth is, Chandler's one of those guys who can give you some solid minutes, but you hope at some point that he gets serious and commits to reaching his full potential. Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Now Murray. And he converts the layup. Murray's got 7 points in the game.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Lawson kicks to Aflalo. Left side, Jones. To the middle. Love the pass to Boss. Clock at 6. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Fareed is checked in. Denver leading by 4. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. There's the 3. Jokic, no good. Houston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Lawson with it. Pass to Boss. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
That's a pick by Love. Lawson dishes to Love. Now the feed to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Jones sets the pick for Aflalo. Jones, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
Boy, nice tip in to salvage the points from the missed shot. And made it work.
It did, yeah. And those second chance points, Clark, they do add up.
Yes, sir.
They do, and guys, that's the last line of your defense there. Everything else was good, but you have to finish it off with possession.
Here's Fareed. Terrence Jones making his last shot. Pass to the bodyguard. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now, here is Lawson. Love goes in. That's good. Love's got his second basket of the night.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jokic, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Afflalo, no good.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
With the floater, and it's Denver with the rebound. Fareed's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Lawson kicks to Afflalo. Boss passes to Jones. It's deflected. Rockets trail by 8.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Now Murray. After Aaron Afflalo missing that last three-pointer.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Boy, last year the Rockets dealt with a lot of injuries. I mean, the front court and post players were hit the hardest. I think almost every Rocket big would end up missing some time.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And last season, GA, as you were talking about, the injuries for the Rockets did pile up. Dwight Howard was out. Terrence Jones was out. They missed those guys for multiple games.
Yeah, and that hurt them inside. But also, remember, Beverly goes down right before the playoffs. So in all, the Rockets had 180 missed games on their roster due to injury. Amazing they stayed so resilient and were able to capture that 2 seed.
Now here's Afflalo. Dishes it to Lawson. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's the 3. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Afflalo. Denver's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. You know, Clark, the one thing you can say about Ty Lawson is his awareness around the floor. He's just ubiquitous, and his court vision is incredible.
Excellent peripheral vision. He averaged almost 10 assists a game last season. That's the best year of his career thus far.
It's Oladipo on the wing. He's guarded by Afflalo. Here's Jokic, and Denver again with the bucket.
And for Ty Lawson, playmaking isn't a concern. He's got that. His shooting accuracy, though, seems to drop every year. In fact, the last 2 years have been the worst of his career.
It's a pick by Love. Afflalo kicks to Love. 6 on the shot clock. Shot is no good. Some solid defense from Fareed.
Yeah, you know, going back to Lawson's declining shooting percentage, really no apparent reason for it. Last year he launched the fewest threes in his past 4 seasons, but he still couldn't find the rhythm, and it really hurt his team down the stretch.
Here's Murray. He's got 12. Unloads from 13. Kept alive. Out to the right wing. Here's the bodyguard. And again, Denver with the triple.
They've been outstanding from three-point range in this quarter.
Rockets trail by 12. Lawson outside. He kicks to Aflalo. To the middle. Here's Love. Kenneth Faried pulls it in. Faried's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Jokic. Inside, Murray. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Murray's got 14.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
It's a pick by Love. Lawson kicks to Love. Shot to stop the run. Love with another miss. Denver leading by 14. Murray dishes to Oladipo. All sorts of time. Good as the jump shot falls. Oladipo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Now here's Aflalo. He's got 7. Kicks to Love. The outside leaner. No good from Lawson.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
He dishes it to Love. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. And that's now 7 points for Love.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Faried a screen on Lawson. Murray the pass to Oladipo. Here's Jokic. Fires from deep. And Faried kicks to Murray. Great open look there. Murray's got 16.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Here's Lawson. Love with the screen for Lawson. Boss gets the bucket.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Here's Murray. Lawson defending. Murray, good.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Rockets trail by 18. Lawson dishes to Aflalo. And there's the pass to Jones. Boss passes to Love. He had his back to the basket for over 5. That'll be a turnover.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Kenneth Faried? He had a strong showing last season. 15th in field goal percentage. And he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And as you said, one of the more efficient scorers in the league last year. He showed great shot selection and more often than not sent it home.
Here's Murray. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
And, you know, Denver was not that good against the West last season, but they weren't as bad as you would have thought. Managed to get 19 wins against the rest of the conference, and we know how tough the West is, so that's not shabby.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nuggets.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
Well, and last year for the Nuggets, they were really searching, and they finished 12th in the Western Conference. Greg, they were 30-52.
You know, not a great place to be.
No,
let's face
no.
it. I mean, Kevin, Denver never really had a shot at the postseason, but weren't good enough to land a high draft pick either.
Both shots good from the stripe. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for him.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Here's Plumlee. Pass to Jokic. Moutier kicks to Murray. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there. And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
Rockets trail by 20. And Beverly kicks to Love. Sinks the triple. Love's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage. And with the Rockets last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year in spite of all the injuries. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Beverly kicks to Love. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
And, Clark, I'd like to see them go back outside. They've been shooting well from the perimeter.
Now, here's Moutier. Down low, here's Plumlee. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And here's Beverly. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. From deep, Thornton. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Nuggets ahead, leading by 17. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, we have to talk about the unbelievable job they've done rebounding the basketball. They've sent bodies flying to the boards on every possession. They've been a stronger, quicker, tougher team by a wide margin. And it's that dominance on the glass that's going to win them this game.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
Barbecue chicken. They were completely overmatched in the low post. I couldn't believe the amount of points they allowed in the paint. Wow, I thought I was out there scoring, playing basketball. They got to switch things up, get some different matchups because they are getting eaten alive. Barbecue chicken.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.